Hi guys, I am here with your Bible reading. I hope you're having a good day. I'm going to start off with a few questions. Just ask two at least before we get started here. Okay, the first one. Who was Jacob's twin brother? What was his name? He was the older of the twins. And he was very hairy. Jacob's twin brother. His name was Esau. Esau. E-S-A-U. Okay. Noah had 3 sons. What were their names? Their names were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Okay guys, that's where we're going to stop until we get through some of our Bible reading. We'll be reading in the New International Version. And we will be reading 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 5 through 23. We'll be reading Psalm 29 and Proverbs chapter 20, verses 26 and 27. We'll be talking more about how you're not supposed to worship anyone but God. You're not supposed to worship Apollos, Paul, any disciple, any religious leader, like your priest, your pastor, anyone like Billy Graham. You know, anybody that's really high up, that it's well known. You're not supposed to worship those kind of people. They're just people too. They're just there to help teach you about Jesus. They're not the one you're supposed to be worshiping. They're just helping to bring you to the one you're supposed to be worshiping. They're worshiping the one you're supposed to be worshiping too. And how your body is God's temple, and how you need to treat it as such, because you're a living example of what others will see. And you want other people to see Jesus through you, because seeing Jesus through you is the only Bible some people will ever read. Okay, so let's get started with 1 Corinthians today. What, after all, is Apollos, and what is Paul? Only servants through whom you came to believe, as the Lord has assigned to each his task. I planted the seed, Apollos watered it, but God has been making it grow. So neither the one who plants nor the one who waters is anything, but only God who makes things grow. The one who plants and the one who waters have one purpose, and they will each be rewarded according to their own labor. For we are co-workers in God's service. You are God's field, God's building. By the grace God has given me, I laid a foundation as a wise builder, and someone else is building on it. But each one should build with care, for no one can lay any foundation other than one already laid, which is Jesus Christ. If anyone builds on this foundation using gold, silver, costly stones, wood, hay, or straw, their work will be shown for what it is, because the day will bring it to light. It will be revealed with fire, and the fire will test the quality of each person's work. If what has been built survives, the builder will receive a reward. If it is burned up, the builder will suffer loss, but yet will be saved, even though only as one escaping through the flames. Don't you know that you yourself are God's temple, and that God's Spirit dwells in your midst? If anyone destroys God's temple, God will destroy that person. For God's temple is sacred, and you together are that temple. Do not deceive yourselves. If any of you think you are wise by the standards of this age, you should become fools, so that you may become wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness in God's sight. As it is written, He catches the wise in their craftiness. And again, the Lord knows that the thoughts of the wise are futile. So then, no more boasting about human leaders. All things are yours, whether Paul or Apollos or Cephas, or the world, or life or death, or the present or the future. All are yours, and you are of Christ, and Christ is of God. Okay, guys, and that's where we're going to stop with 1 Corinthians today. And now we're going to ask a couple more Bible questions. How many wives did Solomon have? This answer may shock you. How many wives did Solomon have? Solomon had 700 wives of royal birth, plus he had 300 concubines. How could he keep up with that many? That's a lot. That is a lot. Okay. Which disciple encountered Jesus for the first time on the road to Damascus? That would have been Saul, whose name was later changed to Paul. So we'll ask one more question, but we'll save it for the end of our Bible reading today. So let's go ahead and read our psalm, which is Psalm 29, a psalm of David. Ascribe to the Lord, you heavenly beings. Ascribe to the Lord glory and strength. Ascribe to the Lord the glory due his name. Worship the Lord in the splendor of his holiness. The voice of the Lord is over the waters. The God of glory thunders. The Lord thunders over the mighty waters. The voice of the Lord is powerful. The voice of the Lord is majestic. The voice of the Lord breaks the cedars. The Lord breaks in pieces the cedars of Lebanon. He makes Lebanon leap like a calf, Suron like a young wild ox. The voice of the Lord strikes. With flashes of lightning, the voice of the Lord shakes the desert. The Lord shakes the desert of Kadesh. The voice of the Lord twists the oaks and strips the forest bare. And in his temple all cry, glory. The Lord sits enthroned over the flood. The Lord is enthroned as king forever. The Lord gives strength to his people. The Lord blesses his people with peace. And that was Psalm 29, another psalm of David. And our Proverbs today is Proverbs chapter 20, verses 26 and 27. A wise king winnows out the wicked, He drives out the threshing wheel over them. The human spirit is the lamp of the Lord that sheds light on one's inmost being. Okay guys, that was our Bible reading for today. I hope it touched your guys' hearts. Our last Bible question for today's reading is this. Who was the last king of Israel? Who was the last king of Israel? That would have been Zedekiah. Zedekiah. Okay, so let's end here with me going over our prayer requests. Please keep the following people in prayer. Melly Rainey, Henry, Michelle, Dave Hemrick, Barb Post, Dora Carper, Cindy and Jim, Sherm Crabtree, Sandy and Rosie, Shirley McEwen. They're supposed to be moving Shirley to a different room today. Her kidneys have improved a little more, and they took her off the ventilator and put her on a bypass machine, so that's a little better also. So please keep her in your prayers. She hasn't been able to wake up yet, and they're not keeping her asleep on their own either, so, but she is doing better. So please keep those prayers coming, and thank you for the prayers you've already sent up for her. Please continue to pray for Randy Post, Jody Mahorter, Nikki Mahorter, and Ronnie Mahorter, Elizabeth J., Vidalia, the little fur baby, Norman K., April and Linda Thacker, Garnet Boyer, Jim, Norma Boyer, and Cara and Josh Newman. Okay guys, that was everything. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye guys. God bless.